Whew. Okay. It's now or never.
I am very excited to bring up this next comedian. I've known him for a few years since I moved here. He's actually local to Sarasota. Yes.
Help me welcome to the stage. Give it up for Brandon Newman, everybody. Brandon!
What's up, everybody? I am Brandon Newman. You may not know me, but that's my name. I am extremely nervous. Today is Valentine's Day. I have a spot to do tonight. That's why I have to hurry up and get this recorded because it's now or never. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'm turning 36 years old, and it is the 3-year anniversary of me taking stand-up seriously here in Sarasota, Florida. Here in Florida, since I moved to Sarasota. As a stand-up comedian, how old you are is how long you've been doing it. I've been doing it consistently for 3 years. Tomorrow on my birthday. 3 years before that, I moved here from Louisville, Kentucky. Had 2 kids, my wife and I signed up for a stand-up comedy class at McCurdy's in downtown Sarasota. And at the end of the course, you get a chance to do a showcase show where you do 5 new minutes that you curate during the class. And it's in front of like 250 people in the main stage of McCurdy's. That so happened to be when I signed up for it, the day of that class graduation was my birthday, where I turned 33 years old. And that was the beginning of me taking stand-up here seriously. I've dabbled in stand-up before. Lived in New York City. Lived in New York City. Can't say that. I lived in New Jersey. Worked in New York City at the Late Show with David Letterman back in 2013. And that's when I first started doing stand-up. My buddy Matt Stofsky took me to my first open mic, and I've been hooked ever since. But because I need jobs and had children and life and things like that, I never really did it consistently. Fast forward to, I don't do math well. So 13 years later? No, 13. X amount of years later, we'll do the math later. We'll put the date here. X amount of years later, now I'm here. And tomorrow on my birthday, I have a paid 12-minute set in Bradenton, Florida. And I couldn't imagine doing anything else on my birthday. I couldn't imagine doing anything else that I want to care about so much. So what this is a podcast called Brandon and Friends, documenting my climb in stand-up comedy, in this pursuit of greatness, this pursuit of relevance. I am decent at stand-up. I want to get better. On this podcast, I'll be breaking down my sets. I'll be bringing audio in from my past sets and really breaking down the different jokes and what went wrong, the different crowds. One thing I found out about stand-up comedy is similar to football is after a football game, you never did as well as you thought you did, but you never did as bad as you thought you did either. And that's the truth for stand-up. But the difference is in stand-up, as much fun as you had on stage is exactly how much fun you had on stage. And that's why you always come back to do more. In Brandon and Friends, weekly episodes, 2 episodes in a row are going to be just me. Then the next one is going to be me with a friend. This is the beginning. Like, I am 3 years old in comedy, starting when this trailer drops, and I want to be 15, 20 years in comedy. I have 3 kids now. If you guys remember, my birthday last year, February 15th, I told everyone about how I got fired from DraftKings, or I was getting let go from DraftKings, whatever they want to call it, layoffs, whatever. I got fired. And in that long, cringeworthy post, I teased Brandon and Friends. This is me finally doing the thing that I was going to say I was going to do. I'm a perfectionist. I work in this business, in the media business and podcasting professionally. So I know what things need to be polished. I know things are really good. And I know I don't have the time to make everything good and polished. And that's what scares me. People think they can jump in and out of podcasting. Once you get into it, it's a full-time job, if not a half-time job, or no, it's not called a half-time job, part-time job. But I got to give the comedy all I got. and I don't have all the opportunities to hit all the open mics I want to. And I'm getting booked for shows here in Sarasota, Florida, and in Tampa and St. Pete and Bradenton and Ybor City and Clearwater. And I got some inertia going, but I got to document the climb. I got to document the climb. And I need to make you a part of it. I need to crowdsource my success. And I think starting with whoever's listening to this and whoever's interested in this and trying to jump off of the sympathy of my birthday for subscriptions, this is it. Okay. I have to get out of here. I have to go do stand up right now. But I think there's one more thing I'm supposed to talk about. No, that's it. Yeah. Tomorrow, my birthday, Sunday, trailer drops. I'll be doing a stand-up set. One thing we are going to do on the very first episode of Brandon and Friends is going to be breaking down my 5-minute set that I did in my McCurdy's class. I don't do any of that material anymore. And the material I'm doing now, like the 10 minutes and 12 minutes I'm getting booked for now, I'm not tired of it. They're my favorite jokes, and they're funny to me, and they get X amount of laughs, X amount of minutes. We'll get into the formulaic stuff of how to make people laugh and all the business that comes into stand up, all things that I'm learning on boots on the ground. But I said I'm going to talk about my actual sets, right? So let's bring up my actual stand up that I started this whole thing out with 3 years ago. Thank you. I love you. I'm terrified of you. I'm terrified of this. I can't believe it's happening. I'm currently in my closet in my office. This is my makeshift studio, and it's going to get built up more and more. These white walls are kind of emblematic and symbolic of the start of everything. I want it to end up looking really cool in here eventually, but right now, this is all I got, and you're all I got. And I hope I can make you guys laugh in person one day, and this will be the start of it. So, Brandon and Friends, I gotta stop sweating. This is a wild outfit. I don't have a sign off yet. Peace, love, blessings. See you on stage. That might be a good one. See you on stage. That's a good one. I'm going to keep that one. Brandon and Friends, see you on stage.